another channel. The matriarchy that became so strong that why are you pumping your brakes like that, Playboy? Nobody in front of you for 50 miles. But the matriarchy that became so strong that that the man's voice doesn't even matter anymore. And that's the crazy thing about it. A man's voice is really it don't matter. It's to the point where like the brother Dr. BOA said, the matriarchy that became so strong that a father's voice, it doesn't matter anymore. So it doesn't matter if a woman has been raised in a 2-parent household, because the mother is now the leader in most black households. So she's seeing her mother lead in the households that do have men in it. A lot of them men, either they beta male, simps, crash out step dummy daddies, whatever Anton Daniels called them. That's their makeup. Or if they have a masculine dude, a lot of times they working to provide. And right now, you already know, like, everybody got to work as much as possible because of how expensive it is. So the matriarchy that became so strong that a man's, his influence it's a wrap, especially if they don't live in that household. Even if he is in a household now, it's like the mother has so much say-so and so much time with her kids that she imprints on them. She dominates them. She dominates them. She's showing them everything. She's spending more time with them. The father ain't really getting that critical time that they need. And a lot of the things that a father will show his daughter, the mother is overruling it. She's saying, no, listen to me. Don't listen to him. If you want to go be a hoe, go be a hoe. I'm telling you, that's what it is. The father can say, this is the standard, this is the type of dudes I want to see you with. The mother's telling her otherwise. The father was saying, you know what, I would love for you to get your education, but you gotta be submissive. You gotta be feminine. You gotta demand respect from men. No twerking. Carry yourself like a lady. Don't wear this. Your mama is telling her, wear what you want to wear. That ain't too short. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Oh, I wore that when I was young. That's, you got to understand, a lot of them mothers live vicariously through the daughters. That's a fact. They live vicariously through the daughters. So everything you trying to game her up and teach her and how to really move and do her thing, the mother is telling her otherwise, or telling the son otherwise. So the man's voice has been drowned out. Black men in the community already don't get no respect. So his voice is already drained out. And you got the mother that's always with him, drilling them. And she's always forgiving. It doesn't matter what she do wrong. If she would tell the relationship, if a DNA test is negative, if you're not the father, the woman always get grace. They always get a pass. They always escape accountability. Nobody come ask the father, like, damn, what happened, Pops? They just assume that the mother is telling the truth. In a lot of the situations, the mother was the problem. I done met people who said, you know what, man, to be honest, my mom was the problem. She was the problem. I done met people that didn't say that. I met women that didn't say that. And for real, my mom was the problem. They done seen multiple marriages, multiple husbands, multiple boyfriends. And they done picked up on the mother being a problem. And that's, it is what it is. But now that you got a kid, her voice overrides your voice in the household. And you see where it's got the community. You got a bunch of over-emotional young men who willing to quit anything at a drop of a dime because that's how women do. They make decisions out of emotion, and as a man, young man, we have to unlearn that. And life will teach us that real quick, fast, and hurry. That just because you feel upset at work at the moment, you know what I'm saying, and you quit out of emotion like women do, guess what? We don't have the same saving grace that women do. We don't have Uncle Sam to fall back on. We don't have a lot, you know. And you wake up and say, you know what, I'm not even mad about that, but I don't have a job. I should have just cooled off, you know, walked around the block, or, you know, finished the day out, got something to eat, went to the crib, chilled, and hit the reset button. But the woman chokehold, you know, in society, and they are creating a bunch of men. Let's talk about the men. We talked about the women. I'm finna talk about the women for a minute. So it's to the point where you as a father, you can't save your daughter. You tell her, look here, man, you know, you shouldn't get that tattoo right now. Don't get that tattoo here. Don't get no tats. Because, you know, where the man you gonna end up wanting to be with ain't gonna want to get you no tats. Don't have no baby out of wedlock. Wait till he marry you. Don't, you know, don't be a baby mama. You tell her all this shit, what they turn around and do, they gonna do it. And the mother don't have, the women of the family don't have a problem with it. But you know what men want. And you know what type of man you want to see your daughter with. You know. But it doesn't matter. Her tastes come from the mother. Or the mother's admiration, or how society is shaping her through hip-hop, through culture. That's where it goes to. You can be there as a man, but it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't have, I didn't say that it doesn't matter. It doesn't have the impact. It's not impactful as it once was. The matriarchy is overriding. It's overriding masculinity. That's what feminism is. It's the death of masculinity. And on the female side of things, you know, with the men, excuse me, you know, they are now, they have for the last about 20 some years, probably longer than that, women are now producing and grooming the young men, their sons, to be the men that they never would date. That's a fact. That's a fact. They're now producing the men that their daughter, that they would never date. The guys that's feminine, the guys that's emotional, a guy with sensitivity that's bringing flowers and being nice and believing in, oh, they should wait, the 90-day rule. And if a woman come over, she says she don't want to do nothing, don't do nothing. You know, all the wrong fucking things to do. You know? All the wrong things to do. And now, y'all raising them men to be men that y'all wouldn't date yourself. And y'all wonder why 36% of men worldwide are virgins. Y'all wonder why a lot of these dudes are saying, you know what, I'm doing everything my mother, my mom, my grandmother, my auntie say do for women. But I can never keep a woman. So I'm going to go get a passport. They get shamed for being a virgin. Get shamed for being incels. Get shamed for being a passport. But if you listen to your father, or your father was around, he would have told you. He would have told you. Been there, done that. Tried to be the nice guy. Tried to be, you know, spend my money and take her to nice. It didn't work. I paid all the bills on time. He had a house. It wasn't enough. He would have told you, go out there, focus on yourself, stack your bread, do you, and the rest will fall into place. That's what he would have said. That's what he would have said. That's what he would have told you. That's what he would have told you. But now the women are dominating the household, pushing the men out, using the men for babies now, and that's it. That's it. So like I said, the matriarchy, man, it's killing the game right now. It's killing, you know, birth rates. It's killing men's admirations to be with women, to be married. And a lot of them women in the matriarchy are producing the rainbow guys. They're producing them. You know, you talking about indoctrinating or having a negative imprint on young men. I'm telling you, the majority of dudes that switch it probably come from single mother homes in the black community. I can guarantee it. Take your son to Ashley Stewart's or take your son to Victoria's Secrets ever since he was young. What you expect? Y'all playing love and hip hop on the TV in front of these young kids. Man, I had to get on one of the chicks that I was, talking to. Like, why are you playing this shit, watching this shit with your kid? You know, a lot of these kids don't have a chance. And when you take out the masculine energy, when you take out the masculinity out of a house, a real true father figure out the house, you know what happened? That's like, washing windows. That's like washing windows, professionally washing windows without your PPE, without your personal protective, gear. Equipment, that's what it stands for. But yeah, without a harness, without a harness? That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like you doing anything that's dangerous without the safety features. This dude, they used to deliver like this acid type of stuff to, what's so funny was Anton Daniels was talking about the steel company in the Trump video on a $1 Million Morning Show you do. And he was talking about how Ford Rude Steel sold it to Several Stall and the steel company, and then they sold it to AK Steel. There might have been another company. I used to work for their AK Steel back in the day. Yeah. I used to work for AK Steel back in the day. So that place he talking about, that steel company, yeah. That's where the Dearborn police used to go and melt down all their guns, the illegal guns that they found. They used to melt them down right at that steel factory. Wild place to work too, bro. But, you used to have the feds coming in there doing drug raids when I worked there, or the police do drug raids because they was, but I'm not even sure that place still operational. Honestly, but like I said before, that's like removing the man is like having a safety. Removing a man is like removing a safety feature out of a dangerous equipment or out of a machine. Because you see a little boy playing with a doll, most women, I don't have no problem with that. Man go be like, man, put that Barbie doll down. You ain't supposed to play with that Barbie doll. Your teenage daughter say she going on a date. Well, let me meet the nigga. Women ain't a good judge of character with dudes anyway. That's why the man would be the head of or the prearranged marriages. They would go talk to other men, talk to the other family, fill the other family out, and make the decision. Men would do that. And when women don't know how to pick, don't really know what a good man is, they don't. That's pretty much all I got, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, Christian Chins get notifications. Real channels and the Patreon, that links in the description. Peace.